There are 5 fat habits that I want you to think about this month as you're going through the Telephone Fitness Trainer program. The first one you may already have done, and don't panic if you did. It's the Last Supper. How many times do we plan on a new eating program or a new lifestyle and we have that Last Supper? Remember, that sets you up to believe that everything after that is going to be restrictive and not fun. I want you to identify that if that Last Supper is something you had or you were thinking about having, don't do it. Your lifestyle is still going to be great. You're still going to have fun. You're still going to enjoy yourself, but you're not going to do it with food. And exercise is not going to be painful. We're going to find things that you enjoy and we're going to help plug you into those things. Remember, the Last Supper just says to you that you're going to fail. And you're not going to fail because you're never going to give up. Every day you're going to get better and better at what you're trying to do. Fat habit number 2 is eating anywhere. Sometimes if we don't have a specific place that we eat our food, we send a response to our body that wherever we are, if we've eaten there before, so say for example in your car, if you get your food and you're eating it on the run, when you get in your car, your body might say, I'm hungry, even if you're not. Sitting in front of the TV, you might feel like you're hungry because that's where you eat. Even worse, at work, in front of your computer because you don't take time for lunch. Every time you sit in front of the computer, you could be setting yourself up for failure. So remember, with this fat habit, to change it, you want to eat only in your kitchen or only at your dinner table. Save the food time for a place that you can enjoy it and not be on the run. I know it's hard, our busy lifestyles, but please try and restrict the areas that you're eating in so you're not setting yourself up for failure. Remember, sometimes it's the small things. Fat habit number 3, ignoring the inner voice of reason. Sometimes we have conversations in our heads that if anybody could hear, they'd be terrified. I've been in front of that cookie box thinking, I want those cookies, but there's no reason why I need to eat those cookies. And so instead of listening to the voice of reason, which says 1 Oreo might even equal 3 miles, don't do it. Have something healthy. I sometimes will ignore it, eat it, feel guilty, still go to the gym, and then ultimately fail more because I didn't listen to the inner voice of reason. Start to dial yourself into those things that you know are true. Healthier foods, better choices, leave you with less guilt, more time for yourself, and don't make you a slave to the gym or to your choices. I know sometimes it's hard to say no to certain things, but start practicing listening to that inner voice of reason and realize that you do have the skills to overcome some of the simplest things. Fat habit number 4, never give up. So many times we want to give up. That's what happens. We just start a program and we decide it's not going to work for us and we give up. How can you fail when you're trying to make yourself better, when every day you get up with the opportunity and the intention of doing better? Don't feel like when you don't do everything perfectly that somehow there's a pass or fail. There isn't. Progress is about trial and error. It's about getting better, and practice makes perfect. But if you give up, starting over is that much more difficult. Shake it off, dust yourself off, try again tomorrow, but never, ever give up. Fat habit number 5 is thinking there's a finish line. Remember, there is no finish line. It's slow and steady wins the race. It's evolving and getting better all the time. If 20 pounds is your goal, when you get to your 20-pound goal, celebrate that and move on to a bigger, better mountain. There are great things to be had, and sometimes when we're trapped inside our body, not comfortable with how we feel or how we look, we don't explore all these great things that we want to do. So don't assume that your weight loss is going to change your whole life. It's your perspective. Don't hold back from enjoying your life, but remember, when you get to your goals, make another goal. Add something to your life of value and enjoy the life that you're going to live. Because remember, train hard, finish strong, and never give up.